video I'm going to talk about how to properly pronounce this word right here, because in a lot of my videos, as with pretty much any video that's on any pistol under this company's name, people argue over how it's pronounced based on who is doing the video and how they pronounced it or whatever. I've heard a lot of things, and it doesn't seem like people are really touching the actual important parts, which is basically lost in translation, literally, because we need to learn how to Canik. So, do you know that that's actually how you're properly pronouncing that word in the Turkish language? Canik. Because the C's are pronounced J's, but it's a mix between sh and J. So, j. So, ja. And A is ah. So, and then this right here, the I is pronounced with a hard E. And then K, you need to end it with a little bit of phlegm. Seriously. So, Canik. That's how to do it. Also, here's another one that gets misinterpreted, or no, let's just say mispronounced. Like, some people might be trying to teach someone who speaks a foreign language. I know I heard this one. So, anyways. So I had an Iranian chick that I was acquainted to who had a hard time pronouncing this properly. Do you have any idea why? Because in certain cultures, certain letters that we translate and have pronunciations for do not follow over. So these are pronounced as W's, very much like German. So Volkswagen and, you know, stuff like that, it's, you know, the W is pronounced with a V, and, you know, it's Wagen is pronounced with a V. So are we doing it wrong, or are they doing it wrong, or are we caring too much? So they'll pronounce it village, village, and G and E are merging, zh. So who's right and who's wrong? So are we really getting in a pissing contest over pronouncing something? I think that's a little overblown. So here's another one. A name. So I know that Canik is the name of a town. Oh, did I just say Canik? Yes, I don't speak their language fluently, so I'm not going to pronounce it in their Turkish language. I'm going to pronounce it in English, the language I'm familiar with, the language I'm speaking to you in. And you should understand this, because when those words come together, the English language pronounces it. The standard English language will interpret it as Canik, with the way they're combined. So, does anybody have any idea how this name is going to get pronounced in French or Spanish? Okay, Yosef. It's also, you know, many languages keep that, pronounce that with a Y. So it'll be Yosef. So, yeah. So, can we calm ourselves down with the whole, oh no, it's Canik, which actually is way worse. If you ask anybody that actually speaks that language, you sound like an idiot when you call it Canik, because you're basically bastardizing the translation. That's really how it is. It's like if you were to say Joseph and you wanted to merge how they said Joseph, so you just said Voseph. So it would make you sound even stupider if you did it half-assed. So you're going to do it English, or you're going to start speaking Turkish just to get that city's name pronounced the way the locals do. We're not in Turkey. You don't have to impress anybody. So, you know, we can calm that down. In the English language, those letters merged together go and get pronounced as Canik, because of how they're formed. Now, if they wanted to get the English language to pronounce it properly, then they would spell it in a way where it started out, and when converted to English, it would be J-O-N-E-E-K. Canik, or Canik. Yeah. So that's how it would be if they wanted to have us pronounce it. So Canik would have to be spelled, when they did the translation, they would have to go but even then, all it would do is eliminate this from being soft. So it's not really a soft J like a J. So it's Canik. So that's the best you can do to get it, basically on par with the language. But that's not how it's translated. That's how it is. And around the world, that's how it is. So with all that said, that's basically an idea of why getting ridiculously overcharged of, you didn't pronounce it properly. Do you know how the Germans pronounce Heckler and Koch? Okay. I hear people call it Heckler and Koch, but nobody seems to be getting too offended about that. What about Beretta? How do the Italians say Beretta? Okay. So, anyways, how about Sig Sauer? I can go on. So, anyways, who's right here? Well, I'm right because it's my language and that's how I interpret those letters put together. So, with all that said, I hope you guys have a good one. Leave a comment below, and I'll see you around in another video. So, yeah, you guys have a good one.